What do you know about the naval engagements in the Civil War's Battle of Nashville? So there were a total of 8 Union ships involved, and as the Navy was the only branch of our military that didn't segregate due to space constraints on board, 174 black sailors took part. Here are the players. We have the Carondelet, the Fairplay, USS Moose, Neosho, Reindeer, Brilliant, Silver Lake, and Springfield. So prior to the land battle at the Battle of Nashville, things got really heated on the Cumberland River at Bell's Bend. Why? Because it was the most efficient supply route from the north to Nashville at that time. The federal military would send soldiers, munitions, food, supplies, oxen, and replacement horses to Kentucky, and then run them across state lines to Clarksville, Tennessee, and then send them on down the Cumberland River. The problem is, of course, that those sympathetic to the Confederate cause knew that. So on December 1st, 1864, Confederates set up a battery and captured a few of those Union supply ships. They figured they could weaken Federal forces as they prepared for their attack on the heavily fortified city of Nashville. The gunboats that had been protecting the city since it was occupied 2 years earlier sailed out from their positions to deal with this problem. The most famous ship, Carondelet, was in the lead, accompanied by Fairplay, Moose, Reindeer, and Silver Lake. They exchanged fire, and 2 ships got past the battery and looked for the supply ships, while the remainder kept shooting at the Confederates. This was tough because of the geography. The Confederates had picked Bell's Bend because you can't see what's coming down the river at you, and because the river was surrounded by steep cliffs. Those on land had the advantage of being able to shoot down at the ship, while sailors on board had to calculate angles in order to get effective hits to those higher elevation points. Carondelet and Fairplay found the supply ships. Confederate soldiers were already unloading them. After bombardment, they recovered the ships and the surviving mules and horses on board and towed them up the river to make repairs, while the remaining ships finished the fight at Bell's Bend, forcing the Confederate soldiers to retreat. But that didn't end things. I'm out of time, so keep your eye out for part 2.